Hey, Glenn Askin, you're the first one. Suzanne, you're the second person in. Welcome to Vito. Welcome to the show, Jersey for Life. Everybody coming in here. And tonight we're wearing a really cool shirt and have one of my other spaceship T-shirts on here tonight. So let me try to show it to you a little bit here. The spaceship. Jeffrey, everybody, thank you so much. Hey, Birds in Flight, everybody coming in. Glory. Memo, welcome everybody to the show. You're watching another Friday night edition of Encounters, the number one uh, spiritual UFO TV talk show. Hey, Woodis, good to see you, sister. Good to see you. Hope all is going well. And we had Relics to Riches on last night, and that was interesting, getting more information about her situation out there in Delaware. And the story, the saga of her story continues, and it's not even completely ended. I saw the video on her YouTube channel. I'm not YouTube channel, on her TikTok channel of the actual physical video. And as I reviewed the video, I brought in the video closer. It looks like somebody, as she's expressing it, walking on the beach on the water, and she was right there. She claims with her better half that's what they were, so I have a still shot of it on my TikTok page, but now I see the video, which I'm still examining and reviewing the video and trying to get a better understanding of it. It's pretty interesting. She's got a whole thing going on there. Cheryl, good to see you. Whirlwind, thank you for the heart. We appreciate that as well. Miss Froggy, hey, Miss Froggy. That's a good name. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. And we'll have a very unpredictable show, as always. I like to keep it kind of like unpredictable. I don't know who my guests will be or who's going to be interviewed, and I've done it that way. I didn't even press the button. This is really weird. I didn't do anything. Hey, Whirlwind, how you doing?
I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. It's okay. So it's good
That's
to see you,
okay.
Commander.
You didn't do anything, and I didn't do anything.
I
But
know it
that's
was
the
weird.
Isn't it weird? And folks, my hands are right here. I swear I'm telling the truth. I cannot make this up. On my show, ever since day one, weird things have happened here before I knew
Ah,
anyone.
we were meant to talk to each other. You have a good
We were
night,
meant.
Commander.
There must be something that we need to discuss and have fun talking about.
Well, I'll be honest with you. When I told you my UFO story,
Yeah,
you were asking me about how did I feel when I saw the UFO, and I
that's
forgot to
right.
tell you this. When
Yeah,
I saw the UFO that was above my head at the triangle UFO, I
yeah.
literally felt like I was telepathically connected to the people on that ship at that time.
Oh
So
wow.
you were
See,
asking,
that's
yeah, like, and you were asking me about that, and I forgot to tell you about that. And I remember sitting there saying, "Can they read my mind?" And I was like, "I bet they can." And you know what? After I had that encounter with them, I started having
mhm.
these really, really deep spiritual dreams.
Oh
It
wow.
unlocked something in me. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wow.
I was having all sorts of kind of things happen to me. I was floating off my bed. I mean, it whatever they did, just seeing that UFO unlocked something in my brain. I'm telling
Well,
you, it really did. So,
and you know what? That's why you're up here. I didn't do anything. You probably were supposed to tell that part of the story. See how the universe works, and I don't even have to invite people on here. They just come on here, and I can just sit here and it's but that's the serious part is that something, as you stated, after that experience, now you're having these other spiritual experiences, which I think is pretty cool.
yeah, it really did. It unlocked my brain in ways I can't
Yeah.
even imagine. The most, it was like I was living out another life in my dreams, and
Oh
I was
wow.
going through all these really deep spiritual dreams and
Hmm.
accomplishing all these things. You know what it did? It unlocked my past. I was doing all these things back in the past, like in another lives, and I was
Yeah.
dreaming about my other lives.
Oh wow.
And I'm telling you, it literally they did something. I mean, just seeing that ship, just interacting with that ship did something to me.
And I
So
can hear it in your voice too. Like I can hear you're genuinely excited about what's happened to you because it was
yeah, because
positive.
I don't really get to tell anybody, and it's like because as you know, I live out in the country, so my interactions with people are pretty limited, other than just going to the
Mm-hmm.
store and things of that nature. And
Yeah.
to be able to share my story with people that probably have had like experiences happen, because I know it's not just me. I know that when people
Yeah.
see UFOs and they actually interact with the species on the on the ships, that these things happen to them. I know I'm not the only person. So,
No,
I
no,
like
you're
to
not.
share it. So, yep.
No,
So,
I'm glad the universe brought you up here without me having to do anything. So that, really, folks have to understand, and Worldwood knows this because she's been watching the show for a while. And everyone who's been here for 3 years watching the show knows that weird things have happened. People have popped up on the screen. I don't touch the button for the request thing, and I've just gotten to the point now where I'm starting to realize I just have to accept what's happening, and it's normal.
it's good enough for me. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and
Me
hop off
too.
this still so you do the show.
All right. Sounds
Good
good,
talking to
Wilbur.
you.
Thanks for sharing the rest of the story. I appreciate you. All
Okay. All right.
right.
Talk to you later. Bye.
And that, again, the universe did that. I had nothing to do with it, folks. We appreciate the rest of that story because she was on before. She told us how things occurred. And look at all that. Hey, Jules, good to see you. Everybody coming in here. Jersey for life. Excuse me. And tonight, because I almost ran out of apple cider, I mixed it with water and ice. Lynn 948, good to see you. It's good to see everybody, and keeping the vibes positive. Keeping everybody on the positive vibes as our planet moves forward. All these things going on with UFOs and people's stories. It's just amazing when I hear all these stories from people, whatever they are. It's all part of the puzzle of getting forward to where we're going and learning as much as we can. We all learn from each other, I think. And as I always said, as we all move forward collectively, we all share our own spiritual insights as to what's happening to our planet and what's happening off planet. It's very varied. Geo Vati 5611, hello to you. Schizo, good to see you. Claire Louise, John Metti, I think it is. Adorable and crazy. Hey, adorable and crazy. And everybody else coming in here. I'll just say one big hello to all the people that are coming in here for sure. And Mia T. Hey, Lovola, good to see you, sister. Hope you're going to enjoy the weekend. Let's see. Mia, welcome, Mia T. Genius of Joy. I like that. Genius of Joy. Leica, it's a beautiful experience. Yes, and Leica's been on the show from Ireland, and she's just a beautiful soul. Molly, thank you for the heart, me. We appreciate it. We appreciate everybody, actually. You see, the one thing I've learned in my spiritual travels, and I've seen a lot of things, is that as we operate, if we just solely operate in this human form in Christ consciousness, there's nothing negative that can affect us. As long as we operate in that conscious state of being. Now, sure, I mean, things do, as a human level, things do affect us. If somebody gets on the highway and purposely doesn't care, that you're in the right lane and they cut you off or cut onto you and can almost cause you to have what you call an accident, then you get a little bit upset. Obviously, it's a human reaction. We're human. We have to have emotions. But if you're protected and you're really protected, you try to be conscious of wherever you are in groups of people in the street, whether you're driving on a highway, you just want to be protected wherever you go in the world. And that's part of the whole thing of the Christ consciousness. Melissa Neal, good to see you. Hey, Gabby, good to see you as well. Huni B901, that's an interesting name, Huni. And that one, a name I can't even mention what the language is. I don't know what that is. I am Starboy. Hey, I am Starboy. Good to have you with us. Welcome to Encounters, Real Blank Only. Anna Marie. Hey, Anna Marie. Diva X. So it's good to have you all with us here. And again, in Encounters, we kind of go all over the place with the whole spiritual subject of the UFOs, the ET levels. We get into the Atlanta, to the Atlantic, not the Atlantic, Atlantis is what I'm trying to say, and also things like the places like Antarctica, the inner Earth, the space cities, all that stuff is part of the subject. The crop circles, you name it. We talked about giants on our show before, the giants that lived many, many moons ago. And also the fact that giants do exist now, but they actually mostly hide from humans. Hey, Jennifer, good to see you. She came back last night, and we were doing some work on taking the implants out, and some weird stuff happened with her. She had an encoded message sent to her on messaging, on email or something, and it affected her home based on what she's saying. It affected her electronics. Some weird stuff happened, and then we were working with her last night, and that show it should be on or being loaded up onto my YouTube tonight. Hey, the original, good to see you, brother. Sister, I mean. Sorry about that. Let's see. Thank you for the share. Yvette, good to see you. Brian Johnson, good to see you, brother. Everyone, Lion K. Ween. Thomas, good to see you. No matter what happens in lives, we always have a choice. Forgiving is secret to joy. I love your expression of truth. Very, very true. Oh, thank you, Deb. And the show from last night, I did download it. I don't know if it's even had to re-download one of the shows, but it might be on there from last night. If it's not, we will. Kendall, good to see you. Evening. Emerald Light, good to have you with us. Everybody come in here. And then when we get last night's show on the YouTube channel, you'll be able to see what happened during the broadcast. You'll see exactly what happened. And yeah, that Deb is going to be. I was working earlier tonight on getting the final shows downloaded on my YouTube channel. Hey, Acid TV, thanks for the share. Hey, good to see you. Last night, but not tonight. If she's here, I'll see her come in with her little icon of her profile. But it was just weird. When I was blessing her last night, which is a protection blessing, all of a sudden her live just disappeared from my screen. It was just strange. So, I feel like I'm not completed with helping her. I feel there's some, final things I need to do to complete helping her with the implants. And if I do a blessing on you, do I have something? I don't know what that means. HSCE my blank. I don't know what that means. If you're blessing, Jules, good to see you, and it was good to have you on the show. If you're blessing on me, can you redo the sentence? Yeah, we were on actually kind of late last night. Do you have to have your eyes closed? You don't, but if you can, it'd be good. Only because it's just with the eyes closed, there's something about that I feel is really part of centering the person. So that's why I ask people to close their eyes. I mean, not that you can't open your eyes. I think that's possible. It's up to you, but I usually, for all the times I've been doing these blessings, I usually try to have people, just voluntarily close their eyes if they can. And the reason why is I think because you're going to have a vision of something. That's all I can know is that when you close your eyes, there's some sort of a clear vision within that is very important to have. To me, I'm not sure until I hear from her. I'm going to have to message her and find out. I obviously want everyone to be okay. So, yeah, I know. When I had her say "I am," then her whole phone went off the broadcast because it is a very powerful thing. That's why when I do things like alien ET implant removals, and I say to the people, say, I am a Christed being of light, that will shatter any darkness, any negative energy from the ETs right off the bat. And they don't like that. And I think the green beans don't like that either. Because if they're working with the negative ETs and you say, I am a Christed being of light, then you're empowered and no one can stop you. You see, people realize how powerful that is. And if everybody learns to say that in their life when they're walking on earth, that I am quietly within, saying, I am a Christed being of light, you've already made a decision that you're going to operate in the highest levels of light and frequency while you're living on this planet, and even after you eventually get to meet your star family, wherever they are. So it's a really important way of doing things. And that's right, Daniel IT. Very true. Hey, Half Pint. I saw you guys. I was on my lunch break and I was watching you live talking. I couldn't get on. I only had it's too noisy and having my lunch and everything, but you guys were on. And I got to at least visually watch you for a while. Okay, Jules says, okay, can I try? I do get anxiety. Yeah, absolutely. That's easy to do. We'll bring you up again. We'll help you. With the commander, we'll take away all the anxiety in 2 seconds. It's good to have Jules up again. She was on the show last night. She's a delightful guest. Hey, Jules, how are you?
I'm doing good.
It's good to see you. It's enjoyable to have you back on with us. And I saw your question. And you know me enough now, you know that you can feel comfortable and relaxed, and you don't have to have any nervousness or anxiety, because I'm not that kind of a person. And I will definitely take you through doing I Am a Christed Being of Light, if you'd like.
Okay. Yeah, I would love that.
Okay. So if you can close your eyes, and we have nothing that we have to remove, we're just going to give you the energy and the protection of that. Okay.
What will it make me feel anything, or?
Oh yeah, you'll feel. I'll do a little energy feel of a gift to you, and you'll feel the energy
I'm nervous. I'm a little nervous.
I know you are, and that's okay. I'm not telling you not to be. I would never do that to anybody. I don't want to control anything or anyone. So when you close your eyes, take a deep breath, and a deep breath in. You breathe in your mouth, and then you're going to breathe out of your nostril. And as you do that 2 or 3 times, you're going to find yourself like, oh, I'm feeling relaxed.
Okay.
So I'm just giving you pointers of how to do this. All right. And I'm going to listen. Well, I'm not going to listen. I'm going to just be quiet for a moment to let you relax. You're doing fine. You're good.
Okay.
Okay, good. So now I'm going to do is I'm going to start using the palm of my hands.
I'm nervous.
And I'm going to, oh, that's okay.
I'm nervous.
When I do the energy work right now, just to calm you down, then we're going to do the I Am a Christed Being of Light, a cosmic Christed Being of Light. So in a minute, you're going to feel the energy. It's not going to be any. Okay, you can do it.
I got this.
Just if you need to, just put your head facing that way with your eyes closed. You're okay. You're a beautiful person.
Thank you.
You really are. You really are a beautiful person. I want you to know that.
Thank you.
No matter whatever has happened in your life, we can let it go and realize that everyone loves you. Every single person loves you. That's what we're here for, right?
I don't know why I'm afraid.
It's because something happened in your life probably that got you to this point in your adult life. And we don't really have to know what it is. We just need to just let go of it and realize it's okay to let go. Whatever it was, we don't need to know it, just to let go of it, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. You take your time. There's no rush. We're not on a freight train going somewhere or an airplane that we're late for. Okay, so we're going to do the energy here. So now I'm going to be gently shooting some light energy around your head.
I'm nervous.
It's okay. If you need to keep your eyes open for a minute or two, keep them open. We'll do it that way too. Whatever makes you feel comfortable, I'll work with you. You tell me what makes you feel comfortable. Okay? If you want to just keep your eyes open, you feel safer that way, keep your eyes open, all right?
Okay, yeah, I feel safer that way.
Okay, we're going to go with what you feel safer doing.
Thank you.
Okay. So as we do this, I'm just going to let the energy flow nicely. It's light energy. As soon as I feel the aura around your head, I'm going to give you a healing energy of light. You'll feel it And you can feel it with your eyes open too.
Is it gonna
In a
feel
minute.
bad?
No, it's going to feel beautiful. No, we don't do anything like that. Never.
Okay.
Okay. So right now I'm subtly shooting energy into your aura around your head area. That's the main part. And we're going to transform the energy so that you can actually not be afraid of anything and just feel with the beauty of your smile how much light you are, how much love you are. You're just a beautiful, beautiful person.
Thank you.
Okay. In a minute, you should start feeling the light energy. It's a very beautiful energy. And when you start feeling it, let me know, because you will. I can feel the aura around you right now, which is everyone has an aura. We all do. You're good. You're good, sister.
Yeah, I feel something. Yeah.
Yeah, see? It's okay. What I'm giving you is a feeling of peace and harmony and light. It's all beautiful. It's
Oh
okay.
yeah, I definitely feel like relaxed, like
There you go.
a
We're
good
gonna take
energy.
all we're gonna take away all the nervousness that you've had all your life, and we're gonna transform all that energy in your molecular structure. And I'm
Thank
working
you.
where that has to be in the consciousness of the brain is where that happens. So we're actually working on your brain to disconnect the stuff that has allowed you to be nervous and afraid. You'll no longer be afraid or nervous anymore.
That's
I'm working my
awesome.
space. I'm working my space consciousness right now in the Astro Command consciousness. So I'm working as a space person instead of a talk show host.
That's awesome.
And as a space person, I'm now working to transfer all the consciousness in your brain. Give me a moment. It's almost done. In a minute or two, you'll be completely clear of those feelings of nervousness, of being afraid, because you have nothing to be afraid of, sister. You're a light. You're a beautiful light here.
Thank you.
And you can just feel the energy. I just feel comfortable working with you, and you're just a great, great soul.
Thank you.
You're going to feel when you go to sleep tonight, your dreams are going to be beautiful. Give me a second. I'm going to unblock your consciousness, which will allow you to have cosmic dreams, maybe for the first time in your whole life, in adult life. Take your time with it.
Okay.
And when the space people of your star lineage come to you, they will. They'll be
Yeah.
beautiful, beautiful people. And they will talk to you through telepathy when you're sleeping. You will eventually see them.
That's awesome. But it will
Yes.
take time, right?
Um, it will not, let's see here. Let me take this person out. Give me a second. No, it won't take too much time. Well, yeah, it'll take time. It'll take time, but it'll
Yeah.
be good. I just had to take a troll out of the room here that was with 0 followers, so we got rid of them. See, my consciousness works in many ways. I multitask when I'm working with people. I took that person out. Okay, you're beautiful. We're still working on just a few more minutes here. I'm just working on the brain area, and you should be feeling really good now. I never did this with somebody with their eyes open, but evidently I'm learning that I can do it with a person's eyes open, which is fine. So that's great. Now I know I can do it either way. So that's good. So now we do one more thing. I'm putting my palm of my hands on top of your head. I'm shooting beams of light into your brain, and we're going to clear the brain up of old blockage. And when you go to sleep tonight, you can just listen to some meditation music if you'd like, ambient meditation music, or just feel the energy of love. And what we're going to do now is what we were going to do about the I am a Christ of being of light. Do you feel ready for that?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, we'll do that for you. I am
I am
a cosmic
a cosmic,
Christed
Christed
being of light.
being of light.
I am free,
I am free,
I am liberated,
I am liberated,
and I walk in my light always.
and I walk in my light always.
Hey, sister, we love you.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you
I
so
promised you
much.
I'd do this. And you made it happen. I couldn't have done it without you.
Thank
So
you.
thank you. You're a beautiful soul.
Thank you so much.
Okay?
All right, bye.
All right, we're going to bring you down here so you can watch the show. Okay. So, as I'm learning things, I am also learning things. Not only do I take out implants, not only do I unblock consciousness, but I also, Jules, who's a beautiful soul, I was able to take away her nervousness, her fear, and transfer all that to a centered understanding. She's now a cosmic Christed being of light. She always was. But now that she has the empowerment of that word, Jules, always remember to use that as a mantra. And being in my space consciousness for a few more minutes, I can tell you everything that I do is here to help people. Always. And if I ever find people trying to attack my work, I am a strong spirit, so you're going to be dealing with somebody that's not going to back off. I will definitely confront you, or whoever you are, troll or whatever, I will confront you. But we are here, we are strong, we are together, we are light workers, we are starseed, and we are moving forward. We are moving forward. There are people in the so-called community that are not who they say they are. They're not. But they will be revealed, and they will be. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Teresa. I appreciate that. And yes, Jackie, happy Friday. And believe me, I was glad when today was over. And let's see here. And we're going to bring up my friend Half Pint. She's not really a half a pint. I never did ask her how she got that name Half Pint. All these years, I've never answered that question. But now I could call her a full pint, a gallon, but she's a half pint. How you doing there, sister?
Well, I had an eventful day today. So I was driving to Altoona, which is probably a 2-hour drive there. So 2 hours there, 2 hours back, okay? And we started seeing this parade of cloaked ships coming by. You know, they told me my son was with me and they said, tell your son keep looking that way. So we kept looking that way. Here comes this parade of cloaked ships. And then all of a sudden, we're missing 3 hours.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What time was this?
This afternoon.
Oh my gosh, during the daytime.
Yeah.
Were you in an area when you were driving? Like, I don't know. I mean, I know a little bit
We
about
were like
Pennsylvania.
right in the middle. We're right in the middle of the Appalachian Mountains. We're like in the woods. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, wow.
There's nothing else but.
Woods. And that is when they took the opportunity and you had missing time.
Yeah. So did he. My son has missing time too. He was like, what happened? you know?
Was he in the vehicle with you?
Yeah.
He was. Interesting.
And you know the weird thing about this? So we hit this one area and it's all forest, okay? But as soon as we hit this area, we start breathing better. Everything looks different. It looks more vibrant. The colors are just like, whoa, you know?
Yeah. That's crazy.
That's pretty trippy.
It is very trippy. So now the question would be, with missing time, I'm very familiar with that for years. I've heard stories about that. And even on our show, people have had missing time. So, and some of them actually remember at some point what happened. So since you came back out of the missing time this afternoon, do you have any memory of anything yet of what happened?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
The other question would be, from curiosity, who do you think took you off planet for missing time?
Well, whoever it was told me to have my son look. So it's
Really?
somebody connected to me.
Yeah. So missing time doesn't always have to be negative. Do you think the missing time you had, how did you feel? Did you feel it was a positive missing time or a negative missing time or neutral?
I guess it's neutral right now.
Yeah. I don't know the answer. That's why I'm asking you because you're the one
Yeah,
who
I guess
experienced
I
it.
guess it would be neutral right now because my
Yeah.
star family hasn't said anything to me yet, but they will.
Yeah. I think in a couple of days you're going to get something. Ray and you are going to get some direct information. You could have been, you're off planet for 3 hours Earth time. You could have
Yeah,
been doing other stuff that you don't remember for a whole month.
yeah.
You could have,
With my
and I don't
son.
doubt it. Yeah, with your son too. Has your son ever been off planet before?
No.
Oh, this is a first, right?
And you know what? He's a Marine, so
Oh
it's
my
kind of
gosh.
freaking him out a little bit.
Yeah, well, if he's a Marine, he's trained to observe things a certain way.
Yeah.
Now he has missing time. He has to
Yeah.
reevaluate everything that he knows and believes in, including
Yep.
his existence. And that's going to be taking a little bit of time, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man. Well, I mean, to say that it's a great thing to be having missing time, I mean, I don't want to say it lightly, but in this case, we don't know. Obviously, you weren't abducted, you had missing time. There's a difference, right?
Yeah, I don't feel like I was abducted. We just have missing time.
Yeah. And Squeak says you were basically switching reality or dimensions. Yeah, that would be a good way of putting it, Squeak. That's a
Yeah.
great way. Squeak, it's Squeak actually, not Squeech. But Squeak said switching reality or dimensions. Yeah, absolutely. That's really
So guess
interesting.
who one of my guides are?
This is going to be interesting, Trippy. Go ahead, tell me.
Do you know who Baba Vita is? The
No.
psychic woman from Ukraine, the blind psychic woman from Ukraine.
I think I vaguely remember seeing some videos on YouTube of her.
She is now one of my guides.
And tell us a little bit about her for people that don't know her name.
So she's the woman that everybody was hearing about from Ukraine that went blind when she was like 11 or 12 or something.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
she
yeah.
became really enlightened. I mean, she
Mm-hmm.
was like telling the future of stuff that was going to happen and has happened.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, she's one of my guides now. I think that's pretty cool.
Oh, very cool. That is cool. And, and we have to look at things from the perspective of, well, how could that be possible? But in this, and as we get more expanded in consciousness, our consciousness opens up to a level where the frequency communicates with another frequency, and it is possible. That's what all my belief systems are, that who's to say nothing is possible when everything is totally possible,
So, the other thing she told me is that I am the keeper of the bridge between gates. And that's what
Mm-hmm.
she's going to be teaching me about, is how to
Mm-hmm.
open the bridges so people can come through.
Right. And those bridges are bridges of spiritual enlightenment coming through with earth people to
Right.
elevate frequency of human beings, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I completely get it. Completely get it.
Yeah.
That is a beautiful thing,
Yeah. I think it's
It
so
really is.
cool.
And a lot of people might not know, and say, no, they might just skeptics and say, well, how could she even do this? Who's to say who can do what? This is my whole thing about this whole journey. I mean, who's to know what other people are able to do or not do? If they are doing it and they're walking in their shoes doing it, who am I to tell them they're not doing it? That's the last thing I'm going to do. I don't want to lower my vibration and say, oh, that guy's not doing it. Oh, she's not doing it. He's not doing. When you start doing that kind of stuff, you'll lower your whole vibration pattern of your so-called personality, which is the last thing. We're supposed to be upping the vibration to connect in the future with our star families. How are we going to do that if we have half the planet going the other way? Well, what'll happen? The other half of the planet will go to a parallel Earth where they have to deal with that karma and all that stuff that's going on. Where the other half of us that truly want to go forward and don't get involved in all this garbage, we're going to, like you're doing, you're talking about your guides and everything. You're staying focused solely on your purpose.
Yes.
And if we can get the whole planet that's supposedly in the New Age community and the cosmic New Age community to get focused on their sole purpose for being here, instead of all these lower vibrational things, our planet would be so much better. You know.
So Dee was asking me if I don't know if it's a shapeshifter, if I know if it's a shapeshifter or not. So, believe me, I am taking this very slow. I investigate everything. So, I keep myself very protected from things. I also have a guard outside. So, if anything's coming towards the house, they'll stop it. So,
Yeah.
I think I'm very. Look, I could be wrong. I don't know. But why would this woman come to me?
Right.
You know what I mean? Only thing I've ever done was right when I heard about her when I was a kid. You know, I used to, check up on her and see what she was, saying that it's going to happen in the future. But I never, ever, never thought that name would come to me.
Yeah. And see, this is the thing. You know, we all don't know what the future lies for us.
Right.
We don't know what day it is. We don't know whether we're going to be going on a hike on a trail that Saturday morning. We don't know if we're going to the supermarket to get a tomato. We don't know. We really don't know what's going to happen as the day progresses. And just like you had the missing time, you didn't know that you were going to be going and driving to Altoona in the woods, and all of a sudden you have 3 hours of missing time. You know, you could.
I should have known something because I was so I'm sitting in the back seat, right, and I'm just kind of looking out into the trees, and all of a sudden I hear, Mary, tell your son to look forward. I'm like, what? Okay. So I told my son Damien, I said, you need to be looking at them clouds. And he goes, Mom, there must be 4 or 5 cloaked ships up above us. I went,
Your son said
that's
that.
okay. They told me to tell you to look. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Now, when you had the missing time, this is the one thing I forgot to mention. You were physically driving at the time you had the missing time, correct? What happened? What happened to the car and you guys in the vehicle with missing time not being in it? Did the car get pulled over by the spaceships, and then they took you off?
I think so. They might have took it. They might have took the car and all.
That's the other thing. And I'm thinking, okay, they put the car over on the side of the wooded area. They gently took you out of the car into a spaceship with missing time, or they took the whole vehicle into a large spaceship, and you didn't even realize you were not in the car. Because when you got out of the missing time, you were still in the car, correct?
Driving. Yes.
You were driving in the car. Yes, that is amazing.
Yep.
Yeah.
And these are, as soon as I can get my pictures on my profile, these are some pretty big ships. I mean, these were not small ships. These things were huge.
Wow.
It was like a parade. There was a parade of them.
I can't wait to see the photos of the pictures.
Yeah, I'll get them on there tonight. I'll try and get them on tonight.
So, and because these ships were so big, based on your analysis of what you're telling us here in the audience, it would make sense if you have a small car and this is a huge spaceship, or many of them, your whole car with you in it could have been taken. And obviously you're on the ship. They must have a port or something where they put the car like a little spaceship. There's a little car there with 2 human beings in it, and they're having missing time. We can't let them know what's happening yet. It's not time. So it's like, when they say it's not your time yet, you hear people talking about NED things. They see it's a beautiful world. They see all these light beings or stuff, and then they send them back to Earth and they say it's not your time yet.
Right. Ray's been through that 3 times. Ray's been through that 3 times. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and they'll say it's not your time yet, right?
Yep.
For him. So then you have missing time. You're driving on a road in the mountains of the Appalachians, and then you're taken on a spaceship with missing time. And the only question is whether they took the whole car, which I think could be possible, right?
I think they did.
They probably took the whole vehicle. The vehicle was, if there was any other cars behind you or in front of you, or especially behind you, where's that car in front of us? What happened to those? Where are those people?
Yeah, and we were the only ones on the road too. There was nobody in front and nobody coming behind. So we were the only ones in the middle of these woods.
Wow. Interesting.
It's pretty cool.
It is cool, I think there's a lot more happening. I think that they downloaded you. I can't prove anything. They probably they probably downloaded you and your son information that eventually you're going to, like it's a switch, it's going to turn on. Your son's going to start talking about something he
Yep.
remembers. You're going to start saying to him, oh, yeah, I now remember stuff, but we didn't remember anything because we were taken and we had missing time.
Now, my son is very, very, he's got a lot of abilities that he doesn't use. So I'm sure, I'm sure they downloaded him with something.
Yes. J.D. Wright is asking, where were you again? They were going to Altoona, Pennsylvania. They're in the Appalachian Mountains, all the way up in the Appalachians, and they were in a wooded, foresty area. And then all these big ships that were cloaked were above them, and then they were taken off, completely taken for 3 hours. They had missing time for 3 hours, J.D.
Yeah, my son don't get on TikTok. He's not on any kind of social media. He's not on anything like that.
Yeah.
Because, he just, I don't know, he's just weird like that. But yeah, he don't get on any kind of social media or nothing.
Yeah, I think I'm taking this person out. Actually, wait a minute. Let me see what's going on here. Oh, I'm going to take this person out. Another 0 person with 0 followers. Bye-bye. These trolls will keep making, I just blocked them. I saw them. I blocked them. There's trolls out there. So
this is the other thing, Commander. So when my son was in Afghanistan, okay, he told me when he was out there, this big old thing came at him. It looked like he said it was as big as a man bear. That's what he said. That's what he called it, a man bear. He said this thing was so huge, he was ready to take it down, but it disappeared.
Wow. Yeah. That's amazing. It's amazing.
I think that he might have had contact in Afghanistan, my son.
Your son?
Yeah.
But if he did, he might not be ready to talk about it too.
He has 2 people that are talking to him right now.
When you say 2 people, for my audience, can you just explain?
2 guides.
2 guides. Okay. So do you think he had guides when he was at Afghanistan in terms of when he was over there with the things going on? I've heard stories about Afghanistan with the spaceships or UFOs. And also there have been stories about ancient giants that lived in the mountains.
Oh, yeah. He knows that.
Wait a minute. You're freezing up there. Are you still there? There you go. You were freezing.
Oh, yeah.
For a
Can
minute.
You hear me?
Now I can hear you. You're good now.
Yeah, he knows about that stuff too.
Oh, wow. So he has a lot of knowledge, your son. Seems like an really amazing person.
He's a good guy.
Well, he has to be. You and Ray are good people, so he has to be just as good. He has to be. And does he have a sense of humor, and like you guys do? You're freezing.
Yeah.
There you go. I love. I have a feeling.
Is that better?
I can't. Yeah, now it's better. I have a feeling. And the thing is, what's interesting about you is the Anunnaki are a very strong part of your life, and all this other stuff now is happening to you that never happened before. They're really working with you. They want you to be laser focused now, and that is really good because hey, look, when you're laser focused, you're not scattered with all these other things out there. It's like meditating. Like you're meditating without having to meditate. You're just focused, and you now know you need to be because of the things that are happening on the planet. You and Ray need to be focused. Your son's probably going to be participating at some point with you, which I feel just from your story, right? Do you think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think me and Damien are going to be working together.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yep.
Yeah, everyone, we have Half Pint here, always with something interesting to talk about. And the journey that you're going on. We know Ray has been really intricate and has a very special relationship for the Anunnaki, but you're not left out of that. I've always stated that you're very much more now connected. They're now talking with you too. So it's they don't like to leave people out. And I'm sure there was a reason when things happened and the cycle it happens. But now your son and the missing time, this is going to be interesting. The saga of your story continues on. And we know you. I love you guys. And you can always come on and share the next step of what's going on, because you always, as a contactee, have something real going on. It's amazing. You're frozen again. I think. Yeah, you're frozen. Something about the lives. I'm sorry.
It's the room I'm in.
Oh, it's the
I
room?
said I'm going to try and see if I can get him on one of our lives to talk about what happened.
Okay. I'd love to hear him. Yeah, if he's willing to do it. Yeah.
See if he'll do it.
Yeah, that'd be great. All right, sister.
Yeah,
and I know Ray's
I think
probably
he needs to talk
Ray's
to somebody.
sleeping right now. Yeah. You know, he can talk to me, and I'm easy to talk
man,
to.
Ray is not out. He's like, yeah. Oh man, Ray. As soon as we got home, Ray knocked out. He's been sleeping ever since.
Yeah, well, he's been doing a lot of space work too. Like, he's always doing intergalactic work. So you got to be tired, you know, when you're going in, and they're taking him on the ship. You know, does he get taken more often than yourself, or do you get taken equally with him?
I think he gets taken more. I think there's more to him. You know what I mean? I think there's something more to him that he's getting downloaded and he's not remembering for a reason, because as soon as we need it, it'll come out.
Yeah, and it does come out, right?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I think the Anunnaki are downloading him, and they will activate his brain or something, and even your brain, because you're being downloaded stuff too. There's no way you're not, as far as I can see. You'll both be like, you'll have a switch will turn on. I think that's going to happen as we get closer to what the UFO community calls contact.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's going to possibly happen.
Not there was a parade today.
Yeah, freezing.
There was
again.
a parade today. I don't know where they were going. There was a parade. I seen it. It was just like, whoa, you know.
A parade of large spaceships.
Yeah. I will put
on
pictures
the road.
on here so everybody can see them.
Yeah, I want to see them. Now you got me like, I can't wait to see them. So yeah. All right there, sister. I appreciate you. You know, we love you, and help you and Ray and your son have a beautiful, beautiful weekend too. And you're frozen again.
Thank you, Commander, and I hope you have a beautiful weekend too.
Hey,
did you get your watermelon taken care of?
This weekend, I'm going to be putting seeds in. It's been raining so hard, I couldn't finish up the micro farming.
Yeah.
But Sunday, it's going to be sunny out. Tomorrow's getting sunny. I'm going to give it a day to dry the ground up. And then my friends who are also growing stuff, we're working together. We're going to put the plastic on the soil, get the plants in the ground, and everything else is fine. We're just going to do some final de-weeding and finish a fence that we're putting up so the rabbits don't get into the watermelons this year. So yeah.
Well, you need to do a live while you're doing it, or do a video so people can see what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a video once I have some watermelons to show people. I'll actually do a video and post it on here. So I will do a TikTok post of my watermelon growing stuff. You know.
That'll be cool.
Let's see. Okay, what's this? Is there another troll in here? I'm not going to put that person on. I don't know what their deal is. Let me see here. Nope, they have no followers, and we're blocking them. I'm not taking any chances. I'm too smart for that. All right. Well, very good, Half Pint.
And I want to let everybody know again. I want to let everybody know again, because I got Jesus standing here hitting me in the head like this, that everybody's got angels. They're not going anywhere. And the closer we get to contact, the more angels you're going to get. So the more guides and the more angels everybody's going to get, the more closer we get.
You know, and speaking of angels, when I go off my live, I had a psychic here with one of our friends who has a crystal shop, and because we'd have things happening, and because I do the live, the psychic said I open a galactic portal in the room I'm in. I never really thought about it. This is over a year ago, 2 years ago, and so after I get off my live, I call in the angels and said the angels will be there, and they are. The angels in the house come, and we gather all those that might be here that are like just hanging out, needing to pass over. And it's a beautiful
Yep.
thing. So at the end of my life, when I'm off, I close the portal up. But before I close it, I got to get the whole house empty of those that come to the
Yep.
light. Because evidently the psychic said, because of my light, I attract a lot of people that need to cross over. So I do that at
Yeah.
the end of my show, which most people
That's
don't
why
know.
that's why
Once I
we
close
get,
it, you what?
that's why we get so much. That's why we get so much traffic.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
this house I'm in, there's like a portal
yeah,
right over it. It's huge.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and when I
We
first had to do the
clear our
thing,
house every
say
day.
again? Yeah. See, I
We have
clear
to
it
clear
at
our
night.
house every day.
Yeah, every day. Yeah. As long as I clear it at night after my show, then I know that everyone's gone. I put a beam of light to go through every room, every wall, and just clear all the residual energies, whatever it might be. And I'll hear about it the next day if anyone in the house here says. My wife would say, if there's bubbles in the water, she says something's happening. So it's just she says if there's no bubbles in the water,
Yeah.
nothing's happening. She's very perceptive, and yeah, so I try to make sure I've got to make sure everything's closed down and cleared after the show. Yeah, never really talked about it much, but I do that every show. All right, there, sister. Many blessings to you. Thanks for being here with us.
Thank you, Commander.
All right, we're gonna bring Half Pint
Thank
down.
you, and I'll keep everybody informed.
Yep, and we'll have updates from the Appalachian Mountains. And we're glad to have everybody here, and it's a good thing. Let's see. Any updates on the UAPs from Colombia? I haven't heard any Mello. I haven't heard any updates. I look at video footage for any updates. Hey, Summer Breeze, good to have you with us. I haven't heard any updates. How do you cleanse the house? What I do, Nicole, is at the end of my broadcast, I call in the angels and I ask the angels to gather all those that are needing to cross over. So we start from the basement. I work from the basement, then go up to 3 floors, and each floor I have them go into every room of each floor to bring those together to the portal of light, the galactic portal. And as I do that, and I realize that all that energy is here, we have the angels take each one to the portal and have them cross over. What I say at the end of the thing is, you now can go forward to the next life, the next cosmic life. And I tell them, you now will go forward into your next life. You spent your life here on Earth, and now you're going, and enjoy your journey. And I keep it in a beautiful kind of energy when I do that. And then I close the portal, and I thank the angels. I thank Jesus. I thank Mother Mary, and I just leave it like that. And then once it's closed, I just go to sleep. But I make sure it's closed. They have graduated. Yeah. Yep. That's how I end it. Now I say to them, you now have graduated, and now you're going into a new life, a new physical life, somewhere in the universe. There you go. And it works. But I have to do that every time I do a show and not leave the portal open, which I do. I close it. You're watching Encounters, and we're glad to have everybody here. We got 33.7 on the dot in terms of people, in terms of likes. Please share, like, and FYP. Also, please press the the button or press the screen on here on the computer and on your screen on your phone. That brings up the numbers. We want to get up to 100,000 before 1 a.m. So please do that if you can. Let's see here. Evian, we're doing good. I hope you are as well. I hope you're doing very well and having a good evening. Let's see. Thank you, Sandra. We appreciate the compliments. Kelly, thanks for sharing the live. Do I have proof or do I just say things? Well, I guess you would have to say I say things, because if I didn't say anything, I would have nothing to say, Andy. So I would say to you, I've had many years of experience. Since I was a kid, I've seen UFOs for years. So do I have proof? How do you prove something in a story or words? How do you do that? we actually share our stories. Most of my followers here, most of the people on the show, they share their experiences. So, even if you didn't have that experience, it doesn't mean that it's not true. I like your question, but I've had my own experiences. I've never been abducted, but I'm a contactee. And when I was a kid, I had a spaceship, a flying saucer type craft in a cul-de-sac, just to share you some information on your question. And, oh, good. So, Andy, we had that happen when I was a kid, preteen, and I saw a spaceship hover in the night above our cul-de-sac. And just to make the long story short, went into my brother's room, opened the wood blinds up, and there was a spaceship with people, men, women, and young adults in the ship, and they were telepathically communicating with me. That's when I was a kid. But that was the only time I remember having that visual, really close encounter with space people. Even though I was inside my house, they were in a spaceship in a cul-de-sac in a suburban neighborhood. So Andy, if you've never, stick around. You're going to learn a lot here, Andy. I know you're new here, so I'm glad you're here, and you'll learn quite a bit on this show. My late partner and his mother have seen UFOs. My partner had a lot of supernatural things happen to him. Did I miss anything? Good, Commander. John, good to see you. Well, we had Half Pint on here. We had Jules on here, and so far. And so we're just letting things flow tonight on a Friday night and see what happens. So we welcome you, Andy, to Encounters. This is like the #1 spiritual UFO talk show here on TikTok for 3 years. Let me see here. Let's just see what let's see here. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate that. Thank you for the star. Whoa. Okay, let's see here. So we welcome all the new people, and you're going to learn a lot here. And let me see here. I want to show this video. I got to show this video. Now, let's see. We got somebody in here. Let's see what we got. Let me see. Yes. I am happy to have this person as a guest on the show. Hello, brother. How you doing?
Oh, you okay?
Hey, we're glad to see you. I know I get to watch you every once in a while when I'm not busy, and I just listen in, and it's really nice to have you on here over in the UK area. How's everything going?
Over in the UK, it's 5 a.m. over here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've watched you for quite a while, to be fair with you. And I thought I'd come up because I'm going through what people are calling a rapid awakening at the moment. I'm part of what we call Team UK Disclosure. Now, we're fighting for disclosure in our country, basically, because at the moment it just doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
If you think 1997, you think the Phoenix Lights, okay?
Right.
It's like that, yeah? Thousands of people saw that, and then the governor comes out with somebody dressed as an alien to literally ridicule it. You say UFO,
and the governor knew what it was. Later on, he came public and said that he had known about this thing being real.
Yeah, 15 years later. Yeah.
And he could have spilled the beans right there. But I wonder what would happen if he told the truth,
He even said that he left his house, right? He was meant to be guarded. He left his house without guards to get a closer look.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. So this is, and in this country, this is what I mean. You say UFO or alien and you're still laughed at, you're still mocked, you're still ridiculed. But like I say, the reason why I came up is because I wanted to share the fact that I was always a believer in UFOs and aliens for a very long time, but the spiritual side of it, I was never a fan of. Well, I'm wearing beads on my arm, right? I've got something around my neck now.
yeah, I gotcha.
Do you know what I mean? But since I've been going through this, I've had like one download where I've seen my crossover to here. I've been told that I'm a warrior, a watcher, a guardian, and a truth seeker.
Mhm.
And if you've seen me, you see that I call bullshit all the time.
Yeah, I know you do.
Yeah. And apparently I've got a gift for that. And I need to speak to you because I've got a lot of respect for what you do.
Oh, thank you.
But what's all this?
Okay, I can
The
explain
implant
that.
is gone. The
Right.
only way you can the only way you can remove an implant is by surgery. This is bullshit.
So let me explain something. I'm gonna still I still consider you a beautiful person, and I want you up here for a
And
reason.
this is what I mean. I'm trying to help you, mate, right? Because
Right.
this damages our community.
Well, no, there's
Because
different
it's
levels.
bullshit.
But let me explain something to you.
You
And
can
I'm
explain
gonna-
it, but you can explain how it is bullshit.
No, I
And I'm
can't
being
because
very,
I'm gonna,
very, very polite here because this is your show. But
right.
my mission is to wake people up and to.
Uh-oh.
My job is to wake people up and to call bullshit.
Okay, so
Sorry.
could I respond? Could I
Yeah, you
respond
can.
to
But that is
because
bullshit.
okay, so before, and you just said it, but I also have documented every person I've done this with. It's not just moving hands. I'm using energy that is actually taking it. So the traditional UFO belief system is that to have an implant taken out, you have to do physical surgery. That's
There's
not
people
totally
in the
true.
comments saying that I have negative energy. I've not got negative energy. Okay, I'm on a mission like everybody. Everybody's got their own path and their own journey, right? I respect this guy for what he does, but I don't respect that.
Right,
and I'd
because
rather him be very honest.
But let me be
about it.
honest.
And
Let
that's
me be
all I'm
honest.
asking. So
Let me respond and give you an answer. Okay, I now know your position. So as a brother, I'm going to give you an answer. I've done over 100 implant removals, and every person I did it with will never call it BS because they've known that the implants were taken out. Now, I know it goes against the norm in the so-called UFO community, but I don't subscribe to the nuts and bolts UFO community, which is very traditional. I'm going in a whole different direction. I've been in this thing for years. I've been on radio for 22 years on NPR radio. I've been a contactee. So, you know, I can take the words that you're saying because I watch your show. So I won't back off and say, okay, you can't be here. I'm here to have this discussion so we have a better common understanding. So I'm going to explain it.
And that's what I mean. And I'm going to drop down now, but I've come and made my point.
Right.
Yeah. But you need to stop that because that is not true.
I don't need to stop it.
That is a con. That is a con.
How could it?
And that is
let me
affecting
explain.
our community.
How could it
needs to stop.
There's
that
a lot
needs
of
to
people.
Stop, and that's where I'm going to go, and I'm going to leave it. Okay.
I just wanted.
But
I wanted.
The rest,
Without letting me speak.
carry on. You know, I love what you do, but that needs to stop, mate, because that is dog shit. All right. That's okay. Where I'm going. So
and I
appreciate your time, Bob.
Okay, so now this person who comes on here doesn't want to get a response from me. I think that's not right. You're going to leave because you don't want to hear me respond?
I've had your response. Okay. So what do you mean? I'm not running off. You've given me your response. Now I'm doing the civilized sing and dropping. Yeah?
Right. I just want to give you one more final comment.
You've given me your response. Thank you ever so much. I'll see you later.
Okay. And again, I'm strong enough as a host to let that anger that he has. So you respect the person, but if I don't do away with taking out implants on my show, he doesn't have respect for it. You know? I think there's some serious issues with that. If you don't, he says he's heard me, but he didn't really hear me because he wanted to just throw out the anger of the fact that he respects me, but if I didn't do the implant removals, he'd have more respect for me. Nah, doesn't work that way, brother. You know, doesn't work that way. And the UFO community is not where it was 20 years ago, 30 years ago. I will continue to do what I've been gifted to do, which is take out implants. If I want to take out implants and somebody comes to me and say, can you help me? I'm going to help them. The UFO community is not narrow-minded at this point in 2025. We're in the UFO community. All we're looking at is for information about whether spaceships exist or UFOs are in the sky or whether they crashed at Area 51. That would be limiting to the UFO community. You know, And if you're in the UFO community, then in England, and you want to get disclosure, once you're going to find out in that whole community, I've had people in England that I've worked with that I've taken on implants. I've had people in Canada, people in other places in the United States. I will continue to do what I know to do. I don't have to listen to anybody. I never have. I follow my own spirit. I follow my own path. I follow my own light. I don't have to do anything you tell me to do, brother. I can continue doing what I'm doing, and I will continue to do it. You know? But I did let you get your stuff out there, you know? And that's true. As my viewers are saying, you're angry so much you can't see the light of day of what I do. So he doesn't understand when I do these things, I'm not just playing around games, moving my hands on the screen with people who I'm taking on implants. You know? Now, if anybody here has had me take out implants in them, and you're here right now, you want to verify that I've taken out the implants, you can come up right now. Because he needs to see, brother, that there are people on here. I have everything documented in my YouTube channel, and I've taken out many, many implants. And they don't have to have physical surgery to have the implants taken out by a doctor. Okay? You can wear all the beads he wants, but when you're angry like that, you haven't changed. You got a lot of work to do, brother. No matter what supposable respect you have for me, the reason why I let you stay up here, oh, he isn't watching, or he left. Okay. Well, I'm sure he's going to be talking about it on his TikTok in the morning, that he came up here just to say what he said. You know, I can just imagine that's what he's going to do over in England. You know, but hey, look, I push buttons, you know, I'm pushing his buttons. You know, that was really rude to curse on my show. You know? Yeah. There's no need for that. You know, I'm a pretty tough cookie, you know, and especially as a talk show host, I gave him the benefit of the doubt to come up. And yeah, when you leave and you just want to get up here to start cursing and telling me not to do something, when you tell me not to do something, I'm going to do more of it. It's like if someone tells me I cannot grow a watermelon in New England, and you tell me I can't, you know, grow a watermelon, I will prove them wrong, and I will do it. And I have done it. I've grown 7 different varieties of watermelon. So don't come on here and say, oh, I have respect for you, and then go and curse and start yelling about how I'm doing the things with my hands, because he has a lot of stuff to learn about growth and enlightenment. You know, he wants UFO disclosure. What do you think? What will happen the day that the space people land in England? Is he going to be angry at them? Is he going to start yelling at them? You know, nah. I just I will not back off. And now I know more so that I'll never back off, because I know what I'm doing is real. I know what I've been doing here for 3 years is real. And when people start attacking me and saying they respect me, I know I'm pushing buttons. And I'm here to bust the matrix. I'm not here to play the traditional UFO game about disclosure, about, oh, let's go through the proper channels, talk to somebody who is in the proper channels. I don't have to do anything anybody tells me. People should know me by now. I'm going to do what I have to do. And if you start doing what you're doing, I'm going to push down harder and harder, with as much light as I can, to bust the matrix. You know? Yeah, I did scare him. And the fact that he wanted to talk over me means that he didn't want to have a conversation to learn something from me about why I moved my hands. He didn't want to know why I moved my hands. He just moved his hands to say that this, was blank. No, we're not putting up with it. Not me, man. These things just make me stronger. When people like that act like that, you're making me stronger in my light. You're making me understand that the human race needs to be a little bit straightened out here. And it does. You know? Yeah, I'll pray for him too. I'm amped up now. I'm really amped up now. So I'm going to make a statement about these people in the UFO community. If you really want to get UFO disclosure and get the truth, then you need to take a different approach the way you deal with people. Because in the UFO community, it's not all love and light. 30 years later, you think that people would be enlightened. But with anger like that, You're not going to get anything. Not if you're that angry. You're just going to have to deal with meditation and get in yourself and find out what's going on with yourself. You know, I've been on the radio for a long time. I've interviewed people, and I'll use the word quote unquote professional, and I am a professional. I'm a professional broadcaster. I studied broadcasting in my college days. I studied how to do a talk show, how to learn the ropes. And when I do my show, I want to be as professional as I can and do what I do. But I will not tolerate people jumping on here, yelling and screaming and being angry in the so-called UFO community, no matter what country you're in. You better get your act together. Now, I know he'll be talking about this tomorrow. He'll have something to talk about. I was on Encounters. I got this thing here. I got talking about, hey, I don't care. He's just going to make my show more popular. You know, it'll backfire because people say, well, who is this person? CmdrAleon Encounters. Let's check this out and see what's going on. Hey, I don't care. No big deal for me. Yeah, he'll definitely find out when he gets the contact happening, right? A tinfoil something. He's in England. They do a show over there. They do it, not a show, but they have a live in the morning. I've seen it. So what he did just now, you're right. He made himself, for his TikTok, look really bad. If this is the way he approaches people on his live, nah, that's not the way to do it, man. Oh, Andy, so I can answer that. So I'm in command. When I use the word commander, it has nothing to do with like the military terminology. I'm in command of my own cosmic spirit. So when I say I am a commander, I'm in command of my own cosmic spirit. I'm in command of my own light, of my own being. No one controls me. No one commands me. No one tells me what to do. When it comes to this whole subject, I am going to be who I am, like it or not. You get what you get. You see what you see. So that's when I use the word commander. I will do what I need to do in my light. And I've always done it that way in my adult life. So that's the word commander. It's a great question. And from time to time, people ask me the question. So if you are in command of your light, spiritually, cosmically, and everything else, and you walk in unconditional love for the whole world, that is being in command of yourself. So that's why I call myself CmdrAleon. Great question. Yeah, he gets a little bit rough on his show. Yeah, on his program or whatever. Yeah. And in the UFO community, when you're a person like that and you want to get disclosure and truth, no one's going to listen to you unless you start changing your consciousness and your energy. And if you change your energy from anger to listening to people, you're much more about to get acceptance and people listening to. If you go yelling to people about UFOs and you're angry, no one wants to hear that. Who wants to hear that? I don't. You know, I'd rather go to a movie. Yeah. Yeah, so we're all commanders, you know, because we command our spirit. If you have control, brothers and sisters, of your own beingness, if you believe in unconditional, if you live in the belief of unconditional love, if you look at people and try to embrace them, not separate yourself from them, you are in command of yourself. If you don't listen to people that are ignorant and you walk your walk and talk your talk, you are a commander. And I've been on this journey a long time. So I'm not a newbie here, you know. And I will keep walking up that mountain. As all of you here will who are watching this show, you have the same ability to do what I do. I believe every single person has the ability, no matter what level of waking up you are to this whole subject, you have the ability to get there, and you will get there. I will never, ever put anybody down. Never. That's not my way. That's why this show is as popular as it is, because I'm a professional at what I do. My background's in broadcasting, and also because I'm a contactee and I'm very much had these experiences. No, I didn't hear his background connection. It stopped once he disconnected. Oh, I didn't pay attention to that. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not going to talk about it anymore, but that's what it is. So there we go. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Maria. So let's move on. That's my commentary. There you go. Thank you, Takya. I appreciate it. But the good news with me, man, is these people don't realize how strong a spirit I am. My spirit is so strong, there's nothing that can knock it down because karma is a payback. And when people get karma, they get karma, right? Cass, thank you for the heart. I appreciate it. You know? And I want to show this video. This is from our friend Relics. She has a video of the beach. You got to check this out. Let me see if I can go backwards. Let me go backwards here.
Number 18.
Oh,
6-inch red.
I'm not where I need to be. Okay, here we go. I'm going to show you a video. We have the picture, a photo of the person or being or whatever walking on water. Then I'm thinking maybe it's a sandbar out on the beach area. But now I'm not even sure about that. Let me, this is where she was with her better half. Let's check this out. You've seen the photo on my main page there. Okay, here we go. I'm keeping the, well, actually, it looks like, okay, I'm just going to show you the video. Check this out. This is the photo of the being or whatever on the water in Delaware. So I want to show you this thing right here. And it's really weird. I'm still analyzing it. This is Relic to Riches. This is when she's on a beach over the Atlantic, a beach on the Atlantic Ocean in Delaware at 3 a.m. in the morning. And this is what they recorded. So this is the actual video of the still photo. Yeah, he's walking. And I'm still trying to figure it out. I just analyzed videos. This is the most interesting video I've seen. I'm still trying to figure it out. 3 in the morning on this beach. I figured we might as well look at the video content. And I'm trying to figure out the clothing on the one walking on the water. It looks almost like it's metallic a little bit. It looks like it's a metallic thing, and he's holding something, like in his hand, he's holding some sort of thing. I'm trying to figure out if it's a sandbar over the water. Yeah, that's from Riches. Yeah, this is her video. It's on her, she has it on her page. Yeah, I'm trying to think whether it's a sandbar. But I think it's really interesting. I'm still trying to figure it out. I haven't come to a conclusion, so I'm still reviewing the video. I don't know, but if I get her up here, well, it's okay. Never mind. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, they wouldn't be walking on the sand. It's just at 3 in the morning. It's pretty strange. Well, something's going on. I mean, she showed a document that was sent to her, and there's a lot of stuff going on with her. So yes, sandbags surrounded by water. It looks like glass. I'm really open to different interpretations here. I haven't come to any conclusion. Yeah, it looks like if there's no sandbar there, they're definitely walking on water. You can see the water below where she is. And the next time she's on, I'm going to ask her, were there any sandbars over the Atlantic Ocean near the beach? But she says this was out over the water. Hmm. It does look like that. We're going to have to do more analysis of this. You know? Yeah, I mean, I was thinking that too. Person at 3 a.m. in the morning looking for gold. I don't think anybody's going to walk on the water or on a beach at 3 a.m. looking for gold. That we're going to get more information about this being or person or whatever. All the way out there, well, there's probably lights over the water somewhere. And she says she's on a beach in Delaware. I'm still trying to figure it out. I mean, we know that something did happen. And the original, just go to Relics to Riches, her TikTok. Well, she said on our show, it's recorded. She said when she was on the beach that it was a being or whatever walking over the water off the beach. She said that in the recording. So, yeah, I don't remember, but we'll have to. Let me turn my light back on here. We're gonna have to when we have her on again. We'll ask her. We'll ask her about that. Let me see here. Oops, there we go. We'll ask her about that. We're at only 58.2. Let me go back on here. All right. I'm still analyzing the video, and I like to see this. I saw the still shot. Now I'm seeing the video, so I haven't come to a complete conclusion of whether where the light source is coming from, and I don't have a conclusion, but it is really interesting. So before I make any final conclusions, I'm going to talk to her again about it, have her go more in detail about it, and we'll find out. Worldwind says I was trying to stay out of the ocean at night. Thank you for the gifts, Sonia. Hope you're having a great evening. Good to have you with us here. Half Pint has seen them where she is too. When I first saw it, as I looked at the video now, it seems like it's certainly a solid being or human or something, but I can't get a clear indication if it's a human being or not a human being. So I'm not totally sure yet what it is. Oh yeah, that was interesting. Hey Al, good to see you. I think that she has some real experiences, but I asked her a lot of questions. On the other side of the river in Ireland, there are buildings with lights on them. So I wanted to get a clarity of that. So if I ever want to have her on again, we know that the buildings with lights are across the river, and anything else out there in the field on the other side of the river is what we need to look for. So we did get to question a little bit, and she got to give me more geographical information about this river on the other side of the field, over the river in the farm field or whatever it is. there are definitely buildings. And that's what you do, right? You ask questions, you try to get as much information about the area so you know what you're looking at, what's real, what's an earth-based structure, what is something moving that is not supposed to be there, that kind of stuff, you know? So we're getting there. There's a whole story here that I think we're still working on. There is a still on my. I have a still photo she sent me. I posted. Actually, I took it from the show the other night, and I made the short video on my main profile page. You'll see it, and it's a still photo of the person walking, and but I am still doing some analysis. Hey, Paranormal Ghost Shark, I got something to show you. Can we make time for next week to show you live on TikTok? I mean, we can do it now if you want to. We are on till near 1 a.m. Would you like to come on now? And is it related to the whole UFO ET thing? Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking it's some sort of human too. So I want to get more analysis from her. And I'm trying to now figure, when I saw the video, now I'm trying to analyze how close to the shoreline it was being on the water and whether they were on a sandbar at 3 a.m, that whoever it was. I want to get more information from her. That is true. When you watch the video, they were yelling at whoever it was out there and there was no response, which is kind of weird. Because if you were yelling at somebody and you're a human being, at 3 a.m, you'd say, "Oh, I'm out here doing something." And the other thing that doesn't make sense is if this person's walking out there, as she's stating, the person who at 3 a.m. goes out looking for things with a metal detector, that's another thing. So there, as we're trying to figure this all out, I would have to throw that out the window because nobody, I mean, maybe there are people that like to go out 3 a.m. on a beach over the Atlantic and look for coins and whatever. I don't know. But yeah, it could be whirlwind, you know? It's very possible. I'm still trying to figure that out. And it's possible they weren't totally sure. They saw this and they weren't totally sure what it was either. We'll find out. We'll get to it. It's got us all talking, though, right? So we'll figure it all out. And that's the thing. I couldn't figure out that's the other thing. I couldn't, now, unless the person had a flashlight, a powerful light on a sandbar, that would be possible. So we're trying to figure this all out, and we're still trying to do it. Oh, interesting how Rob just says that at an ATC in West Texas, we would see lights also. And Jackie Hillman says, and it's true, they yelled out at them, and there was no response. Now, you would think if that's a regular human being and you're yelling at them, they would respond to you, right? They wouldn't be focusing on whatever they're doing. That's also another part of this question. They did, in 24 hours, these two doctors did something to her that changed her whole complexion within overnight. Her whole face went from being a normal face to having that done. The other night, we were attempting to remove an implant. I think we were actually doing it. I didn't complete the whole process because it ended up that I don't know what happened, except that we were trying to do a protection for her. And as soon as she started saying, "I am," which is the thing we do, "I am a cosmic Christed being of light," her whole live went off my live, and then she was gone. So we don't know what happened. Avion, let's see. Can you tell me if I have a chip? I had a contract with UFOs when I was younger. Yeah, let's bring you up on the show here. You know, we're going to do exactly, if we have to, what this other person I will not name says we shouldn't be doing. So there we go. There we go, folks. Let's see here. And where is that person? Are they still there? We're going to bring you up. It could have been my fish. You know, we'll figure it all out, you know. Yeah, that's the big question. Well, evidently, these doctors are not regular doctors. These people are not your normal, everyday good doctors. Let's see here. Now, if I was in Old Orchard Beach, Maine, and I was walking around the beach at 1 in the morning, I'd feel safe because it's a tourist area. And yeah. Mello says, I go to the same spot in the day and stand where the being is to show it's a sandbar. Oh, interesting. You say I would go. Yeah, I would go to I would have her go during the day too, just so she can have some. If she goes during the day to the same spot, then we can know whether it was a sandbar or whether it wasn't a sandbar. That's a good idea, Mello. Let's see here. Yeah, it looked like he was wearing a light silvery outfit. As I looked at the video and did a close up of the video analysis, it does look to be like a shiny silver sort of outfit, which is kind of weird. The video is on her, Alyssa. It's on her TikTok page. It's Relics to Riches. You'll see it's the video of the still that I have on my main page. You'll see them turn the audio on. You'll see them saying something and getting no response. Paris says it's a fisherman. Bella says they could be fishing. Molly says they were shelling. We'll find out. It's interesting to get everybody's ideas and opinions about this because I'm still looking at the video and I haven't come to a conclusion yet on the video part. So we'll see. Yeah, if she goes out there in the day, we can, if they go up there and they can take some photos, that would be good. Now we know the tides come in and go out. So if there was a sandbar, hypothetically, maybe it won't be there. Depending if the tide's low, we'll have to figure that out. Yeah, that would be kind of cool. Mellow, yeah. Yeah, there is, definitely. But you know me, I don't come to a conclusion until I get all well, I think there's something there that's weird and I can't put my hands on it. But we'll find out. Together, as we all watch the video that she has, we can all do a little bit of analysis on it, and then figure out what it might be. Sandra says, could it be ET? Maybe. And you know what? If it's not human and it is kind of wearing some sort of a silver outfit, from my comprehension in my mind, why would somebody like that be out there 3 night over the water? But then again, there might be people, and it's a safe area, maybe they're on the water, maybe what they were seeing may be mistaken for something else. But again, I don't know. A world when you check that out, the names are not Biden's doctors. Interesting. Yeah, her TikTok name was Relics to Riches. So I've been checking every day to see if she adds up any new videos to analyze or whatever. That's true. Mindspeak is correct. None of us were there, so it makes it a little bit more difficult. Yeah. We're at 65.6. Looking at the top screen, please tap, tap, tap to get us to 100,000. We're going to be going off air about 5 minutes to 1. We got a big day tomorrow to do a lot of stuff, getting outside in the fresh air and all that, which is really good. And I think everybody should do it if it's not raining. Yeah, Grub Driver stated that Relic's doctor was Biden's daughter's husband, which she had stated when she first came on the show a good couple nights ago. And I was interested in the encoded documents she was showing on the screen the other night, which I didn't want her to send me because evidently something happened with her electronic equipment. And then I said, no, I think I better not do that. Yeah, he does. Yeah. Oh, we have no. Hey, Tucky, that's the $1 million question, right? Because we're not in her shoes, we really don't know why these things happen to her. But it is a fascinating story, and it still has us all talking about it. We'll find out. Oh, he wasn't. You did some research for Aldrin. Good. Okay. Hey, Bazella, good to see you. Yeah, it was definitely fascinating, and that's why we'll get to try to figure it all out if she ever gets to come back on. If something happened to her, I would feel really bad about that because on my show, you never know what's going to happen to anybody. I go, film now. You all are on my pocket. Love you all. Okay, mind speak. Many blessings. What did her husband say when he was on? It's all, I don't remember exact words, but I got it on my YouTube channel. It's in one of the shows, a few shows back. He came on and talked about it. And he talked about the most recent show that was going on. Biden's daughter is married to the doctor. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, the good thing my shows are on YouTube and I record everything so people can actually watch the show and recap it, and, which is a good thing. We're at almost 70,000 folks. Come on, let's do it. If everybody will tap the screen, you see the numbers on the top, they're not moving. Not enough tapping. 69.7, we can get to 100,000 in probably 10 minutes. You folks are amazing, Yeah, interesting. Yeah, and what they did to her is the thing that really has me in this kind of feeling like, and I think all of us feel this way. Whatever these doctors did to her, these weren't your kind of regular doctors that bring you to a hospital and say, "Oh, you're not feeling good. You're having something happened to you. You're having trouble breathing." A real doctor, not that these aren't real doctors, a real normal doctor would never do that. That's the problem I have. Whatever they did to her was totally against everything I believe in. What kind of doctor would change your DNA or something to make your face change in overnight? Whatever they did to her, that's not normal. Does anybody believe that's normal? I don't think so. I'm not an expert, but I've never seen anything like that before in my life. And yeah, I think she even said she was seeing orbs or other things occur after all that happened to her. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, World War. I'm not sure. I'm more interested. Hey, Yaya, I really want to get to find out why and who, certainly why these people, whoever they are, did it. No one should do that to anybody. You know, implant anybody with anything. That's totally against everything we all believe in. I wouldn't want to be taken by an earth-based doctor and doing things to somebody that changes their whole molecular structure. Yep. A good thing I was a news director for about 2 years because I always ask questions. You got to ask questions to get to some sort of answer. Hey, Spirit of Yaya, good evening out there. Hope you're doing well. Yeah. Oh, I think she'll reply to me. She sent me something earlier I hadn't looked at, but if I message her, she'll message me back. I've been so busy with other things in my life. I get on the TikTok and look at my messages. I try to look at them every day. Ah, good. Yeah, yeah. It's always good to see that, you know. Always good to be better and feel good. And we're almost there. I would like to call it an evening before 1. I sent her an invite. Okay. I'm sure if she's awake, she might come in or, you know. And let's just see if we have anything else here I can show you before the night's over. Let me just take a look here. Ah, there is somebody who had some video footage on email to me. Let me see here. Let me go down here. Here we go. Oh, this person had full video. I'm trying to see that somebody sent me some photos. I'm trying to see if I can see any visuals or anything interesting. I don't see anything in the photos. Let me see if this video, let's see here. I've been looking at some videos here. I don't see what I'm looking for here, but there's definitely stuff going on. Anyway, we're at almost 100,000. We have somebody in the queue here. And let's see, paranormal. Hey, paranormal. Thank you, Summer Breeze. Hey, paranormal, how you doing?
Hi, how are ya?
It's been a while. We're doing good. How's everything in the Philippines?
Oh, quite good. I've been catching a lot of things on my security camera.
Oh, really?
Yep. Orbs,
Okay.
fairies flying around.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and couple faces and, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And what's
That's
going
what I
on with all
thought.
the...
Yeah. I shared with Steve, the one that came on before, and
Yeah.
he said, "Yeah, brother, you got orbs now showing everywhere." Even April said you got a lot of fairies and orbs flying around every day,
Oh, interesting.
and then I'm trying to find the picture of a UFO landed in my backyard. There's a little one, not a big one, but I'm trying to find the photo. I couldn't find it at the moment, but I've got other pictures to show you. I'm trying to get
Oh, wow.
I'm trying to how to do it now. How I can put where do I go now?
Well, I'm
Hang
going to
on.
press this. I press the button here so you can go on the screen and just press the save button. You'll be on my screen on encounters.
Okay.
There you are,
Now
brother.
I'm trying to find. I look different now. Yeah, I'm trying to find the thing. Where is it? Where do I go? Trying to find out how to go about it.
Oh, you have to go, if you have photos, is it on an iPad or on your thing?
Oh, it's on the green screen.
Okay, the green
Trying to
screen.
find.
So all you have to do is you go to the 3 little dots at the bottom. No, you don't go to that. No, you go to the thing where it says enhance. You see an enhance button, you press that, and then you
Where
turn
about?
on and then you can turn on your green screen.
I can't see it where it is.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you press, like here right now, if I turn on my green screen, turn off my green screen, I can do that too. I go to effects,
Oh,
I go
okay.
back on. Yeah.
I don't know where to press.
Yeah, if you see a little green screen with a little TV set in it, press that, it'll
The
bring on your
green
green screen.
screen. Where's the green screen?
Yeah, it looks green and it actually is something that when you pull it up, you can go to it.
I can't see the green screen.
Okay.
I'll try other way around if I can find. Oh, right there. Now I got it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Great. And then if you have a photo behind you, yeah, there you go. You're good.
Okay, where do I? All right. Can you see?
Yeah, I can see the circled area. Can you explain what we're looking at?
How I make it bigger? It's a little fairy.
Okay, the fairy's in the circle. Is that the little white speck, the fairy in the thing?
Yeah. I'll try and make it clearer for you.
Yeah. Oh, wait, look at that. So,
Is that
can you
clear?
point? That's clear. Can you point to the fairy
Oh, it's in the middle. Right there.
in the middle? Okay.
Yeah, where the circle is. It's fly too quickly because the camera. I took screenshot of it too, but it moves so quickly.
So you're saying, yeah, because I can't really see anything except the leaves and what appears to be a rock,
Yeah.
and I don't see the fairy thing. I don't see anything.
So you can see it's something different there. I don't know what that is, but I think it's one of the orbs or faces. Yeah. Another picture. Where will I go back to? There's a little fairy. Yeah, you can see now.
Okay, so that physical thing there is a fairy.
Yep. That's how close I
Okay,
can get.
I see what. Yeah, I would agree with Kit Kat. Now I see something. Now I see something.
Yeah. What do you reckon it's a fairy?
I don't totally know. I'm just looking at it for the first time. I'd have to sit down and analyze the photo.
Yeah.
But I am looking at it. I do see something.
Because I can see something flying real quickly there. And a quick snapshot, then the camera catches it too.
It looks like yeah, a couple of people are saying it looks like it is a fairy.
It is a fairy, okay.
I'm just going by the consensus of
Take
people here.
screenshot of it, Commander. Take screenshot of it.
Okay, let me see if I can do that.
So you can share it to April.
You know, I always try to do a screenshot. For some reason, ever since I've been on TikTok, I can't seem to do a screenshot. I don't know what it is here.
Screenshot for to Commander.
I'm pressing on my thing here, and you'd think it would say screenshot or something. I'm not getting it.
Can anyone take it and send it to Commander?
Let me see what happens here. Wait a minute.
No.
No, I'm not sure how to.
Mary, are you still there? Anyone?
If somebody got a screenshot for me. I guess I can't do a screenshot when I'm actually broadcasting. On the iPhone, up and powered down. I'm on an actual. I'm on an Android phone here, a Samsung.
Anyone took it already?
Yeah, there's a couple people that took a picture of it.
Okay, and there's another one I shared to you. Where is it? Oops.
Okay, there, my pet. I'll definitely do that.
Yeah, can you see something white near the bin? It's an orbs.
Okay, that white area that's going over the pail. You say that's an orb?
Yep. And then it goes to circle.
Hmm. And
Yeah,
someone's saying potentially a bunch of flies. No, I don't
nah,
think it's saying
nah,
no, not flies, files. And trying to read,
nah.
look at some.
Because it goes to different shape. I've seen it change to a big circle ball like a snowball. After
Yeah.
that, yeah, and then it moves around different areas real quick.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and then I'll show you another one. Yeah, it goes to that one now. Can you see?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I shared with Steve and he said to me, brother, it's orbs, and he said, don't be afraid of it. They need to come to stay now.
Yeah. Now that's cool. I can see the orb in that picture.
Yeah, because Steve said to me he's got the same thing and I matches to his, and he
Yeah.
said he's got the same thing like mine. And because they do change different shape. They go to circle like a snowball, then it goes to different form.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
then it moves to side, it goes everywhere. Real quick. They travel real fast.
yeah. Wow. That's pretty cool. Let's see here.
Yeah. Anyone got a screenshot?
And World Run, he lives in the Philippines. Yeah.
Yeah. Another one? Right there.
I love this. I love the sound of the roosters and the birds. It's very cool.
Yeah. See the flash of light there?
Yeah, I can see that. There's a light right there. I can see it.
Yeah.
Someone's asking, where's the spaceship? You have a photo of the spaceship.
It was, I'll have to go through my photos and then
Yeah.
I'll show you that next time
Yeah.
because I'm
Next time,
listening.
because
Yeah.
we're 5 minutes before 1, and it's my sleeping time here in the U.S. So I want to bring you back on again,
Yeah.
brother.
See the circle there?
I can see that circle, and I see what appears to be a transparent light of white going over the pale.
See?
Interesting. Yeah, I see that. You know about the blue circular orb?
Huh?
The blue orb, the one that's blue?
No, it's not the blue. It's where I've got the arrow pointing at.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. When you look down, it looks like a neon, like a blue orb, a circular orb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Hi,
it goes
Paranormal Man.
down.
Yeah.
Then it goes to that.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, take screenshot of it. See what I mean? It changes.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah. People take screenshot and send it to Commander, please.
All right. Hey, Paranormal, it's almost near 1, brother. I want you to come on again earlier in the evening when we can see some more stuff.
Okay, when do you want me to come on again?
We're gonna Sunday night. Sunday night we're gonna do our regular show.
Yeah, okay. And I'll come
That'd
on
be good.
Sunday and I'll try to find the thing.
Yeah.
I look different for change.
Yeah.
I'm getting younger.
You're getting younger. Mello would like to see the whole thing with the UFO. I'd like to see the UFO thing too. So Sunday night, get the UFO photos together so we can all take a look at them and analyze them.
Okay.
You know.
Thank you for inviting me on Commander.
No problem. Always, we'll look at everything, and we'll see what it is. And then this UFO photo, if we all see it, then we can all analyze it. So, all right. I want to thank you, man, for being up here. I'm going to bring you down with the roosters and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Let me do this here.
Bye.
And he does have roosters, folks. He's on a farm. Hey, UFO UAP. We're going to have to look at that, brother. Sunday night. I'm getting ready to. I think I need to go to sleep. Maybe I'll have some interesting cosmic dreams. And I want to thank everybody for being here, all the different viewpoints, and discussing and analyzing that video from Delaware and everything that's going on here. I want to thank you all for being here. I hope everybody enjoys the Memorial Day weekend, and I hope you all have a good Saturday. So we'll see you tomorrow night with Ashtar Command Night on Encounters. I'm CmdrAleon. Good night, everybody. Be well, love each other, treat each other well, and have a good weekend. Take care.